What's up, guys? I'm not exactly feeling my best today, but I gotta say this. Apparently there's a group out there in which they're trying to do the Killing Joke, which everybody who knows the Killing Joke knows that it's the death of Jason Todd, the Jason Todd Robin. In fact, fan theories have essentially fan theories have boiled it down to a point where DC's going to try to do almost like what Marvel's doing. Like, this Batman v Superman is supposed to do Justice League, but at the same time it's also supposed to set up where in Suicide Squad, the Joker that's in Suicide Squad is actually supposed to be Jason Todd. Kind of a nifty idea, which will then of course lead into the Killing Joke, which will, be the whole backstory on it, but it's kind of weird because technically when Jason Todd died, quote, died, he actually came back as the Red Hood, which was Joker's original personality. Joker originally was the Red Hood, Batman tried to stop him, and then he fell into the chemicals over at Ace Chemicals and ended up becoming Joker. Now, apparently there's a group out there that's trying to stop this from happening. They are whining and crying and complaining that the Killing Joke is not something that they want their children to see. Now, here's why I have to state it. A while back, there was a news report where some dad went into a Walmart and found a Star Wars character that he had a problem with. It was Princess Leia. She was wearing a metallic bikini with a collar and chain around her neck, and the title of the outfit, the character figure, was Slave Leia. And he threw a hissy bitch fit and demanded that everything featuring this character be pulled off the shelves. I have a major problem with this. If you are not a part of the fandom, if you do not read the comics, if you do not watch the shows, if you do not enjoy the movies, if you do not know anything about the fandom of said thing, stay the fuck away from it. Stay the hell out of my community. Stay the hell away from anything like this. If you have such a stick up your ass about, I don't like the fact that there's a woman in a bikini wearing a collar with a chain, then I guess you've never seen Star Wars, ever. In which case, I understand why you have a complaint about it, especially considering the fact that you were walking down the toy aisle with your children. But if I remember correctly, this gentleman who pitched a fit about Slave Leia, he had 2 daughters. Why he's walking down the boys section, and because Star Wars is generally in the boys section at Walmart, believe me, that's where I've picked up a lot of toys for both myself and when I was with my ex, her 2-year-old/3-year-old boy. When you're going through to get like Ninja Turtle stuff or Star Wars stuff, they're each in their own section. Now, if they put the Star Wars stuff near like the, My Little Pony and Pretty Pretty Princess bullshit, then okay, that's understandable. But at the same time, the fact that if you knew what the fuck this was and you threw a hissy fit just to gain attention or possibly money or something, stop it. You're being a giant douche and nobody likes that. Okay? Now, when it comes down to this, the Killing Joke thing, where, the death of Robin, you've clearly never read a comic book. People actually die all the time in Batman. People get fucked up all the time in Batman. In fact, that's how a lot of the characters get created. Two-Face got screwed up because of Batman. It was Batman's fault. Okay? Joker became created because of Batman. Alright? We've gone through, 7 different Robins? There was Dick Grayson, who was the original. Jason Todd came next. Todd gets killed, beaten nearly half to death by Joker. Almost, essentially, if I remember correctly, in the comic book, a bomb goes off and, Bruce finds Jason in rubble from the building. Then you go with Tim Drake. Then the next Robin was it Damian first, or was it the girl Robin? I think it was the girl Robin, and then of course Damian came along, and I think Damian's been playing Robin. All I know is they're even coming out with their own comic book, We Are the Robins, or something like that. Like, quite literally to show off the fact of how many different Robins there are, and the fact that every single one of them is, you know, highly skilled and trained in different martial arts. You know, kind of like there's been, like, 2 or 3 different versions of Batgirl. You know, these things happen. When it comes down to comic books, characters die. There's a lot of people that don't make it through a comic book. You know, they might enjoy a good run for a little while, but then after a while, something happens, they die. You know, especially the heroes, where, you know, in order to make the villains more villainous, they kill somebody. And if you don't want your kid to see the death of Jason Todd, don't go see it. Don't buy the movie. Don't rent the movie. Don't go watch the movie. If you have a problem with it, then simply state that you have a problem with it, and you're going to do the best thing that you can do, which is boycott it. Don't get a stick up your ass and deny everybody else something that they want just because you don't want it. Okay? I'm not a fan of religion. Now, it's not a matter of I don't want people to have religion. You know, having faith and a religious format, you know, like going to church or a synagogue or a mosque or anything else that, you know, you feel like going, any places of worship you feel like, I'm not going to deny you your right. I just feel like it's stupid, you know, when it comes right down to it. Now, the only reason I feel like it's stupid is because essentially a lot of what religion is brainwashing people to believe what you believe in, when really religion is more of a philosophy-based thing. When it comes right down to it, every single person can feel how it is that they want to feel, and they can form their, quote, religion to essentially go along with their philosophy. But because of the fact that there's so many different, like, major forms of it, it's not good. You know, when it comes down to having something major where you can't exactly change things on the fly, I think the best way to put this would be to go back and watch Dogma. When it comes down to Chris Rock's character of Rufus, you know, he explains it the best when it comes to religion. You know, having an idea is one thing. You can change an idea. You can't change a belief. You know, and this is exactly the same point. Now, I know I'm drawing a parallel between comic books and religion, but for some people, comic books are a religion. You know, that's the reason why it's a huge industry. That's the reason why it is that there's, you know, so many nerds out there now. That's the reason why there's so many people trying to follow, you know, comic books and learn about Batman and Superman and Iron Man and Thor and Spider-Man and, you know, Captain America and, you know, just different people. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm not going to go out and personally be like, oh, you're a part of this religion? Well, fuck you. No, I'm not going to deny you your right to practice and feel the way that you feel. But at the same time, it's the exact same people that, you know, believe that Jesus is the best man on the face of the planet to save all of our lives. And Jesus said to, you know, respect everybody and, you know, treat others the way that you wanted to be treated and love every single person, and everybody needs to be united as, you know, one humanity front, just like Bruce Lee did, just like, you know, John Lennon did. Guess what? All these people died. You know why? Because nobody wants to hear the fact that we all need to shut the fuck up and be one unified group and love one another. Same thing here. Be one unified group. Don't deny me the fact that I want to see The Killing Joke. And if you don't want to see it, then don't see it. But that's all I got to say here, other than make sure you go to fandomnight.com and check out everything Fandom Night. And I'll catch you guys later.